computer. Here we go. All right. Welcome. Glad that you are here. Thank you for joining Coffee with the Principal. You're in the right place. Thank you for your patience as we went through a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're good. All right. Anyway, like I said, students are learning to solve single-step equations in their mathematics classes. They are learning to solve those equations and learn how those equations are built so that they can solve more challenging ones into the future. In sixth grade ELA, students are studying Greek history and civilization through their history class, but the ELA component of that is looking at Greek mythology. So students are starting to look at Greek mythology. They're using a Cornell note strategy. What they're focusing on in terms of the standard is summarizing the main idea of informational texts of Greek mythology, and using the Cornell note method to help students get as much as they possibly can from those texts. February is Black History Month, and yesterday we had a Black History virtual assembly led by a couple of our teachers, Ms. Casimir, Ms. Alejandre, and also participated in by all of our students who shared some of the things that they were working on, what Black History Month means to them. So it was a great time. We were all together. Everyone who was here at school logged on to Zoom and was joining in that. So again, we had shout outs from all of our teachers and from our students who celebrated Black History Month yesterday. One of the cool things was our students recorded little videos that they shared that we embedded into the slideshow to celebrate the Black History Month here at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. So again, the best part of my work is getting to see the amazing things that students are doing. So thank you. All right. One of the things that I wanted to give you a heads up on that is coming soon is our students recently took a formative assessment called Renaissance. It is just an internal formative assessment. The results of these don't go on students' records in any sort of way, but it's a test that schools use to kind of gauge progress on where students are in math and ELA. And it gives students a good kind of picture as to where they are in terms of what the grade level standards are. And the reason I'm sharing the reason I'm sharing this with you is because early next week, probably on Tuesday, we are going to be sending your students reports of how they did on the Renaissance assessment home with them for you. And so every teacher or every student who took both the math and ELA, and they should get two, we'll have two one-page reports, and on it gives some information about how they did on that assessment, where they scored in relation to mastering the standards, what are the specific areas where their strengths and weaknesses, and then the best part of this is that it actually gives you, as a parent, some kind of next steps as to like what you can do and what we can do as a school to partner together to support our kiddos. So I've got a copy here of a report that actually is of a real student. I've removed the student's name so that it's private, but basically it's going to look like this. This is the ELA one, and so up at the top it'll give you kind of a 2-sentence summary of how they performed. This student performed at a level 2, so not quite meeting standard. They would be in the developing range for their ELA, and you can see that in the breakdown of the domain scores. And then, excuse me, because this was ELA, it gives kind of a breakdown as to what the areas of their strengths and areas of growth are. So for example, this student is still in the beginning levels of literature, key ideas and details, craft and structure, range of reading and text complexity. Informational text similar, but key ideas and details is a little bit stronger. And the language, the vocabulary is a little bit stronger, still in the developing range. So that may give some insight as to how to support kiddos. Additionally, and what I love about at least the ELA ones is that it gives you for your child something called a zone of proximal development, or ZPD. long story short, if you've ever taken education classes, you've heard that phrase before, that term before, ZPD. And what that means is it kind of think about where a student is right now, and then the proximal development is just a little bit higher. So as students learn to read, read to learn, and learn to read, you want to be giving students texts that are just ever so slightly past what they are currently level, so they can grow. Too far past, they'll get lost, and underneath, they were not going to learn anything. But landing in what's called the zone of proximal development would be super helpful for students. And the nice thing about this report is that it gives you the ZPD for your child. And then additionally, there's a website called arbookfind.com that will allow you to search for books and look at that specific level and narrow that filter for what kind of books might be available at that level. And, there are all sorts of range of books of a variety of interest levels. So, you always want to give your students things to read that they're interested in. And the nice thing is that that gives you some resources to find what they're interested in at their ZPD, their zone of proximal development. The other thing on this is a QR code that you can scan and get even more resources on how to support your child in their academic growth and progress. Last thing we are asking you to do when you get this is to sign it, go over it with your child and sign it and turn it and date it and have them return it back to school. So we want to make sure that kids are having these conversations with families. So we're going to require a parent signature, a parent guardian signature on it, and a date, and we're going to have that child return it. This is so that there's some accountability for the student, so that these don't wind up in the bottom of the backpack, never to be turned in again. So what we'll do is, I'm anticipating we'll send these out on Tuesday, but what I'll do is I'll send out a Blackboard Connect message to families letting you know, hey, today we sent them home with your kids. Please, talk to your kids about that. All right. Another cool thing that's happening is in LA Unified is Region West, which is the new name for Local District West, is having a family academy. So these are parent and family workshops for all of our family members in Region West. And I'm going to share you 3 specific workshops that are coming up in the month of February. But there's more information at this website, bit.ly/West Family Academy 23. So bit.ly/West Family Academy 23, and you'll get all this information there as well. So there are 3 sessions I want to highlight, 2 of them next week, and then one of them a little bit further. So next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, is a session it's located at Pio Pico Middle School. It's in the Mid-City area, and it's on Introduction to Core Social Emotional Learning Competencies. And it's really taking this idea of social emotional learning and making it concrete. It's saying, what does that actually look like? How do we measure it? How do we know that we are helping our kiddos get there? And so this workshop is for families. We encourage you, if you're available at 10 o'clock on that 14th, to join in. The next day, February 15th, is a little bit different topic there, but hosted by the Venice Community of Schools at Walgrove Elementary School. There's a workshop on tenants' rights and resources. So, over the last couple of years, there's been lots of updates about housing laws, tenants, community partners, all of that. And so this is an opportunity for Region West to share with families in some down-to-earth language what all that means for families. And that's at Walgrove Elementary School. And then finally, on February 27th, which I think is it's a Monday, the Black Student Achievement Plan, Empowering Our Students, is going to host a session at Wright Middle School, so not too far from here, at 9 o'clock, where you'll get an overview of the BSAP plan, including how it supports the strategic plan and how the region is doing that here in Region West. Ms. Castamere is our BSAP coordinator here at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. She does an amazing job at it. And I think you probably know all about that. But if you want to learn more or have questions about that, that is a good workshop to attend. Again, you can get all this information at bit.ly/West Family Academy 23. All right. So what I want to do real quick is share with you an upcoming opportunity that is a great community activity and also a really cool way to raise some funds for Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. So I am going to turn off my video, mute my speaker, and then we're going to watch a video. I think it's about 3 minutes long.
Why do I run? Because it makes me strong. Because it makes me happy. Because it helps me reach my goals. When I grow up, I want to be a teacher. Every day I study hard. I listen to my teachers. I want to change the world like they do. This year, my school held a 5K fundraiser. I had never run that far, but I made it my goal, trained every day, and by the time race day came, I was ready. It was so inspiring running with my friends and family, seeing the whole community come together to support my teachers. It was so great to help my school achieve their goals, because I know they're helping me achieve my goal. And together, we're going to change the world. That's why I run. Why do I run?
Be nice if I unmuted. Sorry about that. So March 4th, Saturday is the Rock Roll and Run for Education 5K 1K Fun Run, and this is an amazing event that is put on every year by the LA Coastal Education Foundation. It's hosted by LMU. It is a Saturday morning. It is a way to celebrate our schools and to do a 5K. It is also, very importantly, a fundraiser for schools. And so it is happening on Saturday, March 4th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. At LMU. And what it is we encourage all of our families, all of our students to register to participate. And there is a fee involved in registering to participate in the 5K and the 1K. And the nice thing about this is that because it's a fundraiser, every single one of those dollars that is included in the fees comes back to Katherine Johnson STEM Academy for our educational programs. So when you register for this event, you essentially register on a unique link that's just for Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. There are other schools participating too, but we're giving you the link just for Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. You pay the fee, you participate, it's a lot of fun, and then all that money for all those participation fees comes back to Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. Additionally, it's a great fundraiser for schools because this also accepts what are called virtual runners. So if you have friends, family who are into running or just want to donate a little bit to the school, they can sign up as what's called a virtual runner. And, there's no bib for them. They're not expected to show up at all. And then that money comes back to Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. I've actually run the race a couple times. So it's a lot of fun, and you saw a little bit from that video. In addition to helping raise some funds for our instructional program here at Katherine Johnson, we're offering some incentives for our students, for our current students who participate as runners. Like I said, it's open to students, families, adults, everybody. But for our students who participate in this and actually run the run, a couple things will happen. Number one is Miss Casimir, who's our PE teacher, is going to give them academic credit for a past run in their PE class or for a future run in their PE class. Because a 5K, heck, that meets one of the PE standards. So if your student or your child participates in this, they're going to get some PE credit for that. Number two, we're going to give out some free dress passes. Man, kids love free dress passes. We're going to give out some three free dress passes for kids who complete the 5K. Additionally, we know that students will have some family members participate as an in-person runner or maybe a virtual runner. For every member of a student's family who participates in one of those ways, we'll also give an additional free dress pass for that student. We'll also give a digital. You've seen these digital badges before, like a little digital badge that can go on a student's profile in their Schoology course. And then finally, we're going to have a $50 Amazon gift card raffle for every student who completes the run. So we encourage high levels of participation from everybody because it's a fun thing to do, but also it really goes to a good cause because every dollar that goes towards registration fees for this with Katherine Johnson comes back to Katherine Johnson, and that is really important for our educational instructional programs. All right, so if you want to register, visit the link bit.ly/rockrollrun23kjstem, and that will take you directly to the KJ STEM registration page. If you explore the site a little bit, there's an FAQ, parking information, parking is free, all this stuff. So it's really, really a great opportunity. So I encourage you all to participate. All right. I think that's it for new stuff. So let's go on to some reminders. Just a reminder, we are doing the local fundraiser here with Free Dress Fridays. Students can pre-purchase a free dress pass for an upcoming Friday in the week prior. Um, and and yeah, that can happen. That's helping raise money. Also, Miss Alejandra is doing a world's famous chocolate fundraiser. So for our ASB activities, like end of the year stuff. So encourage you to check that out. All right. Okay. Let's see. Career Day is 1 week from today. And so one of the things that means is, as I'm thinking about it now, is I'm not going to do coffee with the principal next Friday at this time. Maybe we'll do it later in the day, or maybe we'll do it Thursday. I haven't decided yet, but I'll post it on Dojo because next Friday, Miss Guth is leading our career day, and we're super excited about that. I've given you updates the last couple of weeks. Now we're only in need of 4 more professionals in any sort of profession to join us for career day. It's a great way to, to spend your morning with kids sharing about your career. If you have questions, please email shalani.guth1@lausd.net. I just need 4 more people. Tuesday, Valentine's Day baked goods sales. And then a week from today is a Loves in the Air dance at the Playa Vista Center Point Club. And more information about that can be gotten from Miss Alejandra. Tickets are on sale now for our kiddos. That is it. Thank you so much for being patient through my technical difficulties. I see we can go to Q&A. I see a question in the chat. And it's about Schoology and ClassDojo. So if you can send me an email with that's something that I can probably help you offline with. But I hear the questions, having trouble logging into Schoology, and I think Jeremiah's teachers are all on Dojo. So we can take a look at that for sure. Thank you for bringing that up. Any other final questions before we wrap it up for the week? Last thing I'll share is this. I think I shared it last time, but there are more people on this time, so I'll share it again. Is that we're going into budget development season for next year, where we take our projected enrollment, get some dollars to be allocated in that way. And one of the good pieces of news that I shared last week, I'll share it again, is that LAUSD is projecting a 9% increase in student enrollment for us. And we still have to enroll those students, and it's just a projection. But those projections are uncannily accurate. So that is a good sign of what's happening at Katherine Johnson. We know that is not the case in most of LAUSD or most of California or the nation. So I'm glad we're bucking a trend. To hear that from the folks who work with the ECAST numbers. I'm telling you, I need to take those ECAST that eCast office to Vegas sometime. We would do a field trip because they are very good at predicting. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you. We'll see you at Coffee with the Principal next week. I'm not sure when, but thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye bye.